Good afternoon. Welcome to our Southern Virginia life. It's a beautiful day here in Southern Virginia. The days have been getting a little cooler in the morning, a little more conducive to getting out here and working. I am working on the cold frame seed starter trailer for next spring. My plan is to continue this build with this geometry. I'm going to put two barrels laying down, one there. I'm going to push that one back and put another one here. And I'm going to have a fixed plexiglass, probably this wide, come to about here or so from the top. And I'm going to make lift up lids here to access the front. So I've got 10 feet of 10 linear feet that way of starting beds, and so trying to get that process going. I've also got, I'll show you over here, these, they were bleacher shelters, and I've got 24 feet, 24 linear feet. And so they, see if I can do this with one hand. They stand up like that. I've got to finish the bottoms, and I'm going to make a greenhouse out of it. 24 feet. They are 4 feet by 6.5 feet to the highest point. I am 6 feet, 6'3", and I can walk under it. And so I'm going to show you over here. Let me put this down before the wind takes it down. So again, I've got 10-foot section here, a 10-foot section there, and is that right? 8-foot section. Oh no, 8 and 8, I guess they are. I'm sorry, 24 feet, 8 and 8. And so what I'm gonna do, they unbolt in those 2-foot sections this shed, which I've dubbed the snake shed, because it's got snakes always in it. I'm going to take that door off and put a decent door. It is, this wall is 12 feet this way. I am going to put that shelter out, dome it out, so it'll come 4 feet out from the thing, from the bottom. I've got to build it up just a little and get it to curl back just underneath the eaves. I think, depending on, obviously got to move that tree that fell. I'm going to get in there and I think I'm going to see if it's not too big of a project. I'm going to take that metal off and reframe it and put the poly up there as well and turn that whole thing into a greenhouse. And that's one plan. The other plan is just to take two 12-foot sections and bolt them together, put a door. I'd have one gable wall that I have to build out. I'd have to side both gables, but I'd have to build one out and put a door. And then I would have an 8 by 12 greenhouse, which I can put anywhere on the property. So those are my two plans. One of those two plans will be what I'm going to do. And we'll see how much, once I get up on top of that roof of that shed, I'll be able to see how big of a project that's going to be. I think right now that's the first place project or choice. We've been getting a lot of rain. Normally by this time of year, the grass is burnt dry and dead. But I am still mowing every week. I could almost mow twice a week, but I refuse to do so. I am getting Concord grapes. They are sweet and delicious and loaded with seeds. And I am getting muscadine grapes as well, which are delicious. Not quite as sweet. Peppers are almost done for the year. Still getting tons of cherry tomatoes. Which I have to get out here and pick. Which actually I picked yesterday. Still getting a few Romas, mostly cherries. I got these fig, they were in 1 gallon pots. They were 18 inches when I bought them in June. They're growing good. They've had 3 figs off it, soon to be 4. And comes my partner. I took some cuttings off one of those bushes, one of those little trees, and a fig tree over there, and one that's growing out of that weedy mess. I don't know if you can see it. And I started some cuttings. I just stuck them in dirt, keeping them moist. Got several over here as well. I'm hoping to propagate some fig trees and start a little orchard in the back by the berries. I've also got, I think that shows up, my fall winter greens are starting to come in. Carrots under here. Oh, they're popping too. Not sure how long I'm supposed to leave the board on, but, and I got peas in this row, which are also starting to pop. Well, hopefully I will get some yield. I've got some hot peppers, my Sugar Rush Reds, which are doing well. I'm sure they'll be winding down soon. There's some more over here. I've got some Tabasco peppers. This plant of Tabascos, they're small. I don't know, they're getting some redness. They might ripen. Throwing the compost in here. When all this dies, I'll chop it all down, rake it all in, and leave it for next year. And this was sort of a failure. I planted a bunch of strawberries in here, and I had 2 extra squash, and I placed them in the center, not realizing, should have realized, but just impetuous, last minute, didn't know where to put them, and just said, hey, there's some space in here, I'll just throw them in here. They took over and they killed out a lot of the strawberries. I still got some strawberries, so I'll see what happens next year. You see some on the end and some on this end. There's also Virginia Creeper mixed in there, which I've been trying to pick out. But we'll see what happens. I still got the berries under the trees, which are doing well. And I may have some loss in the berries in here, but we will move forward, ever forward. And this is a weeded mess. There's some strawberries down in there. I have to clean this out, but this is the fig tree I took some of those bigger cuttings off of. My goal is way out and back. I have some black raspberries. I'm going to plant a row of fig trees next to those as well, because I want to grow more fruit. And the fig is a delicious fresh fruit. One more muscadine grape. That is all. Thank you for watching, and God bless you.